Hi, ladies. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day. We had mommy's muffins with mommy this morning at Mia's preschool, so I have a purple hand. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Can't believe it's already day 5 in our workshop and we are wrapping up today. But I wanted to share with you guys some of my best tips for balancing it all once your sweet baby arrives. Some of you, this is your second or third or fourth baby, and so you understand that those first 3 weeks, 6 weeks are kind of a blur and you're just surviving. And I completely empathize with you. For those of you who are first-time mommies, please remember to give yourself grace in those first few weeks because it really is just survival at that point, and that's totally okay. But today I want to share with you how to get back on track with healthy eating, stay the course with healthy eating and staying active, because it is going to be very important to take care of yourself while caring for your newborn. It can seem daunting, but I promise that it can be done. Today, you're going to learn my best tips for restarting your workout routine, balancing your eating, and just how to make it all happen. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is workouts and how to get back into that routine. Obviously, you want to make sure that you get the okay from your doctor or medical care provider that you're okay for normal activity. Within our workbook, there is an exercise log that is a great way to keep track of what workouts you're doing, the duration of them, the intensity, maybe even how you're feeling with them. It's a great way to keep track of your progress. If you use pen and paper or maybe just a calendar on your phone, write it down. Get used to putting workouts on your schedule because otherwise we tend to miss them. So keep track of your exercises. Keep it simple, especially in those first few weeks. Once you have the all clear, so maybe you're at 6 weeks or 8 weeks, you're allowed to resume workouts or like gentle workouts. Keep it simple and commit to just 3 days a week of 15 to 20 minutes at a time. And then incorporate also 2 days of easy cardio. And so when I say easy cardio, you can even do that every day if you wanted to. Taking your baby out for a walk in the stroller, just getting some fresh air, just getting some movement outside will help tremendously, not just with weight, with weight loss, but also your mental health and hopefully, putting you at less risk for any sort of postpartum depression, anything like that. Sun really does a body good. So I'd like for you to aim for 15 to 20 minutes of full body resistance training 3 days a week. If you can do that during the time that the baby naps or maybe after bedtime, and I realize that bedtime is kind of a loose term with a newborn because with Mia, we would do bedtime at 7:30, but then she'd typically wake up at 9:30 or 10:30 at night, and then again and again. So just find some time in your day while the baby is sleeping to get some physical activity in. Remind yourself that 10 minutes of movement and being active is better than no minutes, okay? So do what you can with the time that you have. And then the last thing is, this was one of my favorites when Mia was a newborn, is to use your baby for added resistance. Obviously, wait until they're big enough to be able to put into a Moby wrap or some sort of carrier that is safe. Obviously, don't do any plyometrics or jumping, but I would often do squats while Mia was in the carrier and I was wearing her. I would do squats or sometimes just do some like tricep dips while holding her and getting some playtime with her. That was really fun, and she loved it. She loved the interaction. So definitely don't hesitate to use the baby as some some form of resistance in a safe manner, obviously. So those are my best workout tips. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes of full body resistance training 3 days a week. Get outside. The other 2 days out of the week, go for a long walk or maybe a bike ride if you can do it. Getting that one-on-one time just outside will help so much. And then remind yourself that 10 minutes of exercise is better than no minutes of exercise. So do what you can with the time that you have. Okay, moving on to healthy eating and how we continue or how we restart healthy eating once the baby arrives. I firmly believe that a lot of the reason I was able to drop baby weight was because I could only eat with one hand, and most of the time, like, I was lucky to get to eat because I was constantly holding Mia. And I'm pretty sure the same will happen this go around. But healthy nutrition is just as important after your baby's arrival as it was while you were pregnant. So you will need to continue your balanced eating to keep your energy level up, and obviously to help heal your body post-delivery. Whether it was a C-section or a vaginal birth, it is really important that you get those good, healthy, whole foods in to promote recovery. You'll have to excuse me, I'm dealing with allergies still, so I'm kind of a mess. But so really focus on that and remind yourself of that. So the first thing I want to talk about in terms of healthy eating after the baby has arrived, I really encourage you, if you are a meal planner or a meal prepper already, recruit a friend or two and host a crock pot or a freezer meal prep party. These were huge in helping me before Mia arrived. I was able to have my mom and one of my girlfriends come over for an afternoon, and we prepped about 25 meals over the course of 3 hours with minimal ingredients and cooking ahead of time, which that's kind of how I do my prep. I hate to cook ahead of time. I'd rather just dump it in a Ziploc bag or in a, oven container, whatever, oven pan, and call it a day. So the meals varied from stuff that I could just dump into a crock pot, and then also healthy casserole style dishes were really helpful for me. If you need ideas on how to do a prep party, or you just want to do one on your own, definitely check out newleafwellness.biz. You can also find her name is Kelly McNeilis on Pinterest. She was so much help, a lifesaver for me when I had Mia, and helping me get organized with just that portion alone of our lives. It helped so much with having healthy, good whole foods and dinners available to us that could just be dumped in the crock pot or put in the oven, and I could go do other stuff and still eat good food. So she was super helpful. Keep an eye out today in your email because I'm going to be linking a few of my favorite make-ahead recipes from her, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy them too. They're super easy and they're good, wholesome foods. Okay. So now, for those of you, and sometimes myself included, who aren't meal preppers, I totally understand. So let me share what helped me make better eating choices once Mia arrived. So a few of my go-tos to make it happen were pre-cut vegetable trays that are normally in, obviously, the produce section of your grocery store. They're those party trays, and I would buy them every week at Costco. It was a huge tray of pre-cut vegetables. It was so helpful to have those on hand because then I could have that with with some rotisserie chicken and salad mix and have a huge salad along with other foods. But I could easily grab that for quick snacks. Pre-cut fruit trays are also a lot of help. And I realize these are kind of expensive grocery-wise, but when you're trying to take care of a newborn and maybe older children. Time is money, and so if you can have those trays they're already prepped, the fruits and vegetables are already prepped, the dip is done, you can just grab and go as you can and as you can eat. Like I said, bag salad mix was also a great option. Rotisserie chicken, we would typically buy a couple of those every week because we could just pull off and eat as we could. Instant brown rice or jasmine rice, now they make it in the microwavable cups and in those zip bags. Again, these are a little bit more expensive than buying the bulk boxes of, but if you're short on time, you can just throw that in the microwave, have it with some rotisserie chicken, and call it a day. Sweet potatoes also, they take a little bit longer to cook in the microwave, but those are a great whole starch source for you to look at to incorporate into your balanced eating post-baby. Greek yogurt, also a great source of protein and calcium that you can quickly eat with one hand while holding the little one. Almonds, peanut or almond butter to go with maybe on a rice cake or maybe on some of the fruit. Great option. String cheese was also a go-to when I was starving, was just, at least being able to eat some cheese really quick in between nursing. Rice cakes for the almond butter, good choice. And then beef jerky. I personally don't care for beef jerky, but I will eat it if I have to because I'm in a time crunch. And then don't forget staples like canned tuna, canned chicken, those kind of things to help you save time. So, quick recap. For this last day and balancing it all, remember to give yourself grace. You just did an amazing thing. You grew a human being. So, allow yourself some grace. Allow yourself adequate time for recovery. Once you get your medical care providers okay to start back with activity, remember to be gentle with yourself. Start logging your workouts. Start scheduling your workouts. Aim for 3 days a week of full body resistance training, going easy. Aim for daily walks outside, just getting some fresh air and hopefully some sun on your face. Remind yourself that 10 minutes is better than no minutes, and do what you can with the time that you have. And don't be afraid to put your baby in a safe sling or carrier and use them for added resistance once they get a little bit bigger. For healthy eating, I strongly encourage you to host a freezer meal prep party with maybe your mom or a couple of girlfriends who can help you prep some meals ahead of time for once the baby arrives. It's going to be really helpful for you. It'll keep you from eating a ton of fast food too. And then for go-tos on, if you don't have time to prep, is keep some pre-cut vegetable trays on hand, pre-cut fruit, bag salad mix, rotisserie chicken was a staple for us, Greek yogurt, almonds, string cheese, those kind of things were really helpful in saving us time. And it's not like you can run out and grab food all the time anyway. So have those things handy to help keep you on track. As we wrap up this week, I sincerely want to thank you for joining me and learning how to make this your strongest and happiest pregnancy yet. As a thank you, I will be offering a 12-week Fit Pregnancy program to each of you at a significant discount of just $25 through this Sunday, April 30th. The program includes 12 weeks of workouts that are geared specific for each trimester. So the first trimester includes some workouts, second and third. You'll receive a one-time custom pregnancy macronutrient calculation, a sample menu, and then you'll also receive a 3-day post-baby workout schedule to get you started on the right track once your little one arrives. what I'm super excited about is that you'll have the opportunity to start using this program immediately and help you feel better and more in control of how your pregnancy is going and how you're staying on track.